This is the resistance and I'm not giving in. Breaking the paradigm everybody's living in. No more spinning on a ball, that shit was just pretend. And I'm not gonna say it is just for the sake of fitting in. The truth is different to people because illusions vary. The truth is hidden, the truth is missing, the truth is buried. The truth is beautiful, truth is ugly, the truth is scary. That's why telling the truth is revolutionary. The truth is something that these people just will not provide. That's why they gotta keep sheeple completely occupied. Now our food and our fruits and veggies are modified. And that's what happens when common sense is just not applied. They govern your minds, that's why it's called governmental. Everything that comes out of their mouth is utter dribble. And we just sit here every day, it's always uneventful. That's why I'm out here causing ruckus, man, that's what I'm into. I'm defiant, remaining non-compliant. No, I'm not staying quiet, never remaining silent. Doing everything that I can just to create a riot. I want the truth and I'll do whatever it takes to find it. You have to be asleep to have the American dream. There's bloodlines and they seem to think there's a supreme. Democrats and Republicans are sharing the scene. It's no different than the WWE. Everybody's an actor and the world is a stage. We're just some slaves never knowing the world is a cage. They got us worrying about chasing fortune and fame. They train us to ignore these things and it's more than just strange. But I won't do this anymore, man, I'm taking control. If you don't do it for yourself, no one's saving your soul. It's better that you make it whole than they'll make it a whole. Ripping it, tearing it, twisting and taking it slow. I've never been the type of guy that would tolerate ghouls. They try to take us and brainwash us in all of their schools. They're lying to us every day while we're watching the news. But I refuse to lose and no, I won't follow the rules. Forever I'm defiant, remaining non-compliant. No, I'm not staying quiet, never remaining silent. Doing everything that I can just to create a riot. I want the truth and I'll do whatever it takes to find it.
Consent to the wars you use to kill the poor.
We do not consent
to get taxes and mandatory vaccines.
We do not consent
to the GMOs that you grow.
We do not consent
to adhering your geoengineering.
We don't consent to the floor and the water supply, blinding our third eye and keeping us compliant. We don't consent to the wars you wage every day, bombing innocent children hundreds of miles away. We don't consent to you hiding our true history, or your secret societies keeping it a mystery. Cause you've been lying to all of us for centuries. Now it's time we break through your green screen reality. There won't be a rock and turn for y'all to be hiding. You're unprepared for the upcoming uprising, and no denying that you've ruled for too long. And we're chipping away at your armor with each song. We use the truth to put an end to the abuse. Once you see what's to come, I wouldn't wanna be in your shoes. You think we're just lambs lining up for the slaughter, but we're here to make your new world have no order.
We do not consent
to the wars you use to kill the poor.
We do not consent
to get taxes and mandatory vaccines.
We do not consent
to the GMOs that you grow.
We do not consent
to adhering your geoengineering.
We don't consent to the chemicals you're spraying above us, and we don't consent to the criminals you're paying to run us. We don't consent to your false flag attacks and shooting hoaxes. We're standing up now and letting you know we're truly focused. We don't consent to your central bank or your corporations. We practice discipline, citizen, and subordination. We don't consent to the 1% having everything. We don't consent to be puppets, we're cutting every string. I know one thing for certain, they won't control me. You had to have heard the name by now, they call me OD. I don't consent to the media telling telling lies to me. I don't consent to them engineering society. It's time to take over this shit, so now we're locked and loaded, ready for anything that happens at any moment. We're wide awake, there's no way that we'll ever go back. Never sleep again, and we wanted to let you know that
We do not consent
To the wars you use to kill the poor.
We do not
To
consent
get taxes and mandatory vaccines.
We do not
To
consent
the GMOs that you grow.
We do not consent
With hearing your geoengineering.
do not consent.
All right, guys, welcome back to part 2 of They Lied About Everything. The truth is they lied about everything, excuse me. I wasn't actually sure if I was going to go on tonight or not, but something came up and I have plenty of time. So at least 2 hours of interrupted time. So I figured we conclude everything we didn't get to yesterday. What do you think, Shapu? You ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
we had
was about to go out, take a walk. I have been backache, so just walk it off. But you just called me to do a show, so I'm here.
So let me ask you this. If you have lower back pain or some back pain, have you ever used one of those exercise balls where you lean it up against the wall and then you put your back to it and kind of go up and down? It really works
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I did it, but it's not that kind of back pain. It was just maybe I've been sitting all day,
Yeah.
not moving much. So
Yeah, you got to probably stretch and stuff.
yeah, that's what I was going to do. So,
And now here I got you sitting again.
go out, smoke a joint, but I'm here. So
Oh, thank you so much. And I know everybody else is happy you're here too. Guys, I do have Shapu's YouTube link in the description box below this, and also more details on donations of $40 or more about getting a shirt that says Meltology 101. You just leave your email, your shirt size, and your address in the comment box under the donation where you do the donating, and I will send a shirt out to you. I also have a picture that I want to share with you guys. I'll have to get it up in a few minutes here, but Shapu, that video that Ceiling Fan sent us yesterday that we didn't get to, do you have that in your, did I send that to you in the messages?
yes, we did.
I think it's a Twitter one.
Yeah.
All right, I thought maybe we can bring that up, and then I'll find that picture that I'm going to show everybody of you guys, you and Steve with your shirts on.
Nice.
So we got 16 people here. I know it's short notice, and people are going to start coming in as we get started here. So, yeah, this is the picture here. I think we're going to share this one. All right. All right, we're going to go into this video here. Now, this is from CFM. He sent it to us during the stream yesterday, and we sadly did not get a chance to show it, but we're going to start off with it tonight. So CFM, if you're watching, this one's for you.
All
right.
When you see it.
It should come up here in just a second. I don't see it yet. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to make it big for everybody. Oop. I don't know what I just did there. Let me figure this out. You can hit play on it.
All right.
This was the technology of our hidden history. Far more the decorative purpose
There's an echo.
and love went into the design
Yeah, there's a little
of these
echo.
buildings from our hidden past. They all had purpose in generating free energy from the ether above and spreading it throughout the realm. We are far from the most advanced civilization that has ever walked this realm. We are merely the inheritors, living in a post-apocalyptic realm. The evidence of greatness left all around us. Research the mud flood and fall of Tartaria. Question everything, friends. This was the technology of our hidden history. Far more than decorative
Okay, he's
purpose
playing over.
and looks went into the design of these buildings from our hidden past. They all had purpose in generating free energy
Let's pause it right there.
and spreading it throughout the realm.
I don't know if we're able to or not because I think it's a TikTok.
We are far from the most advanced civilization that has ever walked this realm. We are merely the inheritors, living in a post-apocalyptic realm.
Come on.
The evidence of greatness left all around us. Research the mud flood and fall of Tartaria. Question everything, friends. This was the technology of our hidden history.
So there was one piece in there that I was talking about. It was like one of those things that you find in the center of town. It's fenced off, kind of has a fountain-ish kind of look to it, but it looked more like a what do they call that? Like not like a spark plug, but like some kind of sprocket or something.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty interesting. And
I think you sent us because you mentioned yesterday on one picture that it looks like a speaker or something.
yes, and that was in there. I spotted that right away too. Let me get into a screen share here. So, screen share. So let me bring this up here. Oop.
I want one.
All right, let's make this big. So guys, if you do wind up donating and getting a shirt, I would love it if you could take a picture of yourself pointing at it like these two are here. Shapu started a little trend here, and I'm going to roll with it because I love the way he posed in this picture. Steve, you look great in your shirt. I love it. And I love the pose, and I'm really excited to see more people with the shirts on. Steve said he's got somewhere he's going to go and check out. I think it's a cave or something, but he definitely wanted the shirt so he could represent while he was there. So that's pretty cool. Meltologist on the scene.
Yeah.
And I have another picture. I have to figure out where the heck it is. I could have swore I screenshotted it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Okay, I'm just flipping through my my screenshots here real quick. I thought I had something else I saved here.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So never mind about that. Let me get off this. It'll close out for me. Sometimes Facebook is a little pretentious when it comes to StreamYard and Facebooking together. But I have some stuff on my wall if I can get to it, because, like I just said, it doesn't want to work for me sometimes here. So you can see I have Meltology up here as my banner. I just put that up the other day, but
Nice.
let's let this page load up a little. Slow to load. I got to get a new laptop. I got to get something that's has more processing power behind it.
Even on my end, sometimes Facebook it's slow to load.
Yes. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of stuff on my page lined up that we were going to take a look at.
Yesterday.
It's just down here a little bit further. Can't see the chat right now. How many people we have in here now?
17.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Okay.
So there's I can say hi to people.
Yeah. Say hi real quick. Let me scroll down here a little bit further. We're going to talk about some of this stuff I have down
Aurora.
here.
Hi, Aurora. Mandy Man. Waters Above. 420. Yay. Hearty. Steve Fenneran. We just saw him. Natalie. Rangla. Yeah. Conrad. Hi, Conrad. Hi, Juan. Just said. Deborah. The red brick chick just joined.
Hey, Dad. God, I hope your shirt gets there soon.
Yeah, she didn't receive it yet.
Not yet, I don't think.
There's a Mark One Troba. I don't know if I ever seen him.
Yeah, he's been in here, not in a while, but yeah, he used to be in all my old channels and stuff. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. So that's all there's.
That's all we got right now.
But we're at 20 now. So
all right. Well, hello to everybody who's not chatting.
it's not it wasn't announced, so. So Mark.
Okay, I wanted to look at that one and this one below it here. Okay, so let's get into this real quick. Get this opened up. This is Tanisa Mahdia, East Coast. I've never heard of it before, but I noticed that they had these melted brick ruins here.
Oh, yeah.
And I was looking more at the ground itself. Okay, so first you have this whole amalgamated piece right here that's just a huge conglomerate, all stuck together, all melted together right here. But this floor here itself is completely cooked out, guys. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yes,
And then
exactly.
you have all this. So yeah,
nice.
and now this looks very reminiscent to some of the stuff we saw on Mauna Loa that they call windbreakers and stuff. I'm just saying. Let me see. I think they had more pictures. Go ahead.
No, just agreeing with you that they look like windbreakers.
Now look at this one, Shapu. Remember we were talking about this? So you're telling me, okay, like they like to tell us with the bigger boulders on the bottom that was the early civilization, and then those smaller ones on top would be another civilization that came and built on top of it. But here we have the complete reverse.
Yeah, the complete reverse.
Yeah,
They can explain it.
exactly. I mean, I can't even explain it, but there it is. You know, was there some kind of arcing event? Was the heat coming from the top and the bottom? And this is the middle pocket of survival here? Because whatever all this is right here is already melted away to the point where we can't even really make out anything. And you have a few big balloon blocks popping out right here. So what they would have to have you believe, or their narrative would have to be that somebody built this wall and then somebody came along and put this on top of it.
Yeah. It's just, it doesn't make any sense.
Right. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because they've lied about everything.
Yeah,
and if we were told the truth and knew all these truths, seeing something like this would make total sense. But since we've been lied to and we don't know the truth of the matter, and we're trying to figure it out and reconstruct what happened during this X Factor event, we don't understand when we see something like this. I mean, how would they even explain this? How do archaeologists explain something like that? So here you have geology, right? All this right here, it looks like regular old rock, natural formation. Here's geology. And then bam, it smashes right into archaeology. And archaeology, I don't even know. And this goes against everything that they say about civilization building upon another civilization. This wall right here destroys that theory, I feel.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could explain it, but I can't.
Yeah, right. So all this looks X Factored to me for sure. It looks like this is a building that's melted away and fell apart. Maybe melted away and pulled away from itself and just, got to the point where you can't make anything out anymore. Of course, we can always, with the eagle eye, make out some stuff. But the average person would just think this is just all natural. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
What's this say on here? It says natural background of Mediterranean Sea, Italy. So this image is in the Italy region. And then let's see what we have.
Yeah, I was just in Sicily just before.
Italy and Sicily have a lot of interesting stuff. What I find interesting about this is all this on the ground level here. This all looks like melted brick here to me. Some might even say they look like river stones. Some stones you would make a cobblestone road out of, right? No, they were just melted bricks, in my opinion, anyway. Now this structure. Go ahead.
In the video on the side of my river, you can exactly see the bricks.
Yes, we saw that video. Yes.
All these rocks are just bricks, and I see this happening everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm not saying these types of loose rock, brick, melted brick that's laying around here could very well get tossed around in tides and rounded that way from rolling across and over each other. And then they have this more rounded look and stuff like that. I'm not saying that isn't true and that doesn't happen. I'm saying it initially probably started off like a brick, ended up cooked out during the X Factor event, then tossed around in tides and stuff on coasts and stuff like that, or even, heavy storms and turbulent rivers and everything. Yes, I could see how they can get rounded, but I don't think they've, they were originally something else is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, same process as a rock tumbler that you can buy.
Right.
If you put only one rock in there, it won't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put other rocks with it, other rocks, even say to make it round.
Right. Now, of course, this in the background here looks newer. This cement wall, I can't be sure what's going on there. I'm just really basically looking at what's here on the shoreline here. Let's look over here at this one. Is there something here? Well, whatever that is in the background, it looks like it's an old X Factor building here. This is melted as well. The more you examine the X Factor and what the meltification looks like, you start to notice the melted rock everywhere. You could spot it everywhere you go. Also, you can notice some right angles in here as well that seem like they're still making out some corners of some of these melted bricks and stuff. Okay, so now here's another example of a shoreline, right? But look at this wall, guys. Look at the brick pattern in this wall. It's always the same, always the same. These parallel running lines, these warped out bricks. Now what you see here down on the beach is more of the brick that was up here on the wall that fell away and fell out down here, but now it looks all rounded, like rounded stones. And you got the sea right here. You got storms that come in, crash up against this stuff, bring other stuff, debris in over it. It all gets rounded off and stuff like that. But originally it was all up on this wall. I think that if they dug away this wall even more, I wouldn't be surprised if they found some good brick under there. What do you think, Chapeau?
Maybe, or they're all cooked so much that it's gonna be one piece altogether.
Yeah, it could be either or. We've seen some areas where it's cooked out and then some of the wall does fall away and does seem to be some good brick under there. And then others seem to be cooked all the way through. And this one right here, clearly this was some type of a building right here. You can see it. I don't know if they're calling these some kind of ancient ruins or not. Like I said, it's a fine line between geology and archaeology. Yeah, I just don't know how they can keep from their two worlds colliding like this.
They have to say it's an old ruins of some sort, but because of the brick, you can see that the bricks. Yeah. So. Okay, so here it looks like we have some type of inlet here with some ruins over this side that go right into the water, guys. Right? Maybe this was an inlet with a breaker here originally before the X Factor event. I don't know, or this could have been a full-on building itself, but this definitely looks like it's been X Factored. It looks like it had some structure on it at one time. It looks like all around this part here, right around the edges, you see a lot of archway looking things and stuff. And we know that they have bombed this portion of Tunisia some time ago. Mm-hmm. So could have been
yeah. Yeah, this even could have been a part of a star fort. I don't know. I haven't seen the whole picture of this area, but it's kind of got that vibe to it, star fort-ish.
Oh, this is in Israel, so it's even It's
Oh,
even
this one here, the one I'm on. Oh, yeah, it is in Israel. Okay, Old Harbor. It says.
so it's even more probable that they bombed this one.
Right. Okay, here's another angle to this muffed up coastal city here. You can see the brick has been X-factored. And then it melts right down into the base of this thing. Everything you see here, all this is not some natural coral stuff. It's this that melted down and away, which means this was up much higher. It's already pushed down, and this stuff down here is part of this that's just spread away and melted away from itself. And that was extreme heat. Look at that, guys. You see that underwater? They call it coral reefs and stuff. And here you can see it again, more of the ground exposed out of the water. It's the same underneath the water as well. It's all cooked out building, all this. And over here, which is, I think we were over here on this side the last time, and now we're over on the other side. And that, again, to me, looks like some kind of giant windbreaker over here from Mauna Loa. But clearly it's some kind of leftover building of some sort all through here.
Yeah, you can see there was structures all along the coastline.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to say last night that when we talk about these the mountains or the buildings, because we need to think otherwise than what they said to us, like if you don't believe in the around Earth and the plate tectonics moving, creating, these mountains.
Right.
So we need another explanation for these mountains, and this is what we came up with. They were all buildings because you can see the remains.
And also, to add to that, their tectonic theory goes with their globe model and their, molten core and volcanism and everything. Flat earthers need to figure out this tectonic plate thing on the flat earth realm. And you'll start to see that, things don't work like they say they work.
No.
And something else had to have happened. You know what I mean? It's not the tectonic plates pushing up and making Mount Everest.
Yeah, clashing together and pushing up. Yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, we have to let go of all these narratives and start to investigate and research this stuff ourselves and do, look at how many years they've been at this false narrative for geology. Let's just take that, or history. Okay. They've had 200 years on us at least. Okay. We have to come out of the gate, swing in with this meltology stuff. We have to figure out what our realm is, how it works, what the processes are of the natural order of this realm, because the way they tell us the natural order of this place works is all based on a globe model, and we have to throw all that out. So it's usually the polar opposite of what they're saying. Like, for instance, when they talked about a pole shift with the globe model, what was that, 15, 20 years ago, they were all pole shift, the Earth crust is going to shift and it's going to go around like an orange skin on an orange or something. Well, we're not on a ball. So what is a pole shift on a flat plane? And we just broke that down recently, looking at the layout of the flat Earth plane and what may be below us and what cyclical nature that may have to it. And could that be a cause for the X factor event? Something brought the heat up from below. Something did.
Yeah. And there's even now a question on I can't remember what was the post, but they're questioning the size of Australia now. Like we said before, it's much, much bigger and much wider than they say it is.
Absolutely. I'm so grateful that people are just questioning more and more about all this stuff. When I saw the Montebano map, it made me question that ice wall, because that's not the only map. Now, the other map that I saw that Antarctica is ice-free is on the globe model map, some old globe model map of Antarctica, but just Antarctica, not the whole globe or nothing, where they show it ice-free. Even though it's not shaped like that, we know it's actually, an outer portion of our realm, it's still depicting it ice-free. I'm not buying the ice wall anymore. I think that if it's iced, there's portions of it that are iced. I think there's a lot of portions of it that aren't iced, and there are openings, and those openings are being guarded by this treaty that they set up with all the nations. The one thing that they can all agree on is they don't want none of us getting the fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They need us. They need us for their wars, for their famines, for all the stuff that they like to do to us. Because without us, guys, they have to feed on each other. This is how they stay in control, and they're the haves and we're the have-nots. If you take away the have-nots, then what have they got left?
Nothing.
Nothing. Excuse me.
There's someone in the chat that just said something for you. It's a Jen. She's called Jen.
Yes.
And
I
then
didn't
she
see
said,
this. Hold on. Who's saying something? Jen, we took Mom mining for gemstones, and I brought back a few rocks that look like various stages of melted brick. Some even have little gemstones on top of what looks like a marshmallowed brick. All right, well, that's great, because we were talking about, because people say, how does a brick turn into a crystal? Or how does a brick turn into some regular rock in your backyard? Shapu, you want to take this?
yeah, but heat and pressure dictates state of matter. So
that's right. That's right. And I think it's amazing that you found that stuff. That is evidence right there, guys. And once you understand the different various stages of melted brick, you'll see them everywhere. I'm not even joking. Go ahead, Shapu. Continue.
No, I'm done. I have nothing else to say. That's it. That's how it works. I can't explain it.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't work the way they tell us it works. That's for sure. And they definitely don't want you to know that stuff's melted brick. And that the heat and the pressure creating these crystals was, I think, more instantaneous or happening a lot quicker than what they want us to think. Now, there is that place in Mexico with those massive quartz crystal columns in them. You've seen it, Shapu, right?
Yeah.
I haven't tackled that yet. I don't even know what to think of that. I don't know what type of building that was and what was in there, and what type of pressures were taking place that formed those crystals, but it had to be massive. What do you think about that location?
They are really deep. They are really deep, and they have to always pump out the water because the water fills this cave.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and don't know.
Don't they have to use special breathing apparatuses when they're in there as well?
It's supposed to be hot, they say, but I don't know. I've never been there, so. But I've seen people going there. The first people that went there, they didn't wear these special suits. They didn't have these special suits. But now, after, they have to say that they have to wear these special suit to breathe because it's too hot and too close to the center.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's too hot. You're too close to the center. They haven't drilled down past 8 miles, right? But you go in this fucking cave and you're too close to the center. Give me a break. Jen, this is awesome. I love this. Sure, I speak for everybody else out there as well. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's what you're experiencing. Even when you're not looking for it, you're going to see it. I can't drive down a highway without seeing it. You know, along the side of the highway, these outcroppings of rock walls running down the sides of highways and stuff are so intriguing that I got to like really make sure I'm paying attention to the road because I kind of get lost in it sometimes. Let me see here. We're going to go back over to a screen share here. All right. So, I had this one here as well, I think. Hold on. Oh, this one here. I love this one. Let me bring this up and I'll screen share it. This is from Mark. I think Mark Galat posted this on Mountains or Red Brick University. I think that's where I found this. Correct me if I'm wrong, if it was on our site. Now, this is a pocket of survival, okay? I'd love for somebody to explain this to me. Okay, well, you know, they're trying to shore up this wall so it doesn't collapse and, you know, spill out onto the road. That's what they're probably going to have an excuse here. But this is clearly evidence of pocket of survival throughout this meltification here, guys. You can even make up the brick up under here, up under it. What do you think, Shapu? You think they're just shoring up this wall so there's no landslide, or do you think that this is evidence of...
This is what
Sorry.
they want to say, yeah. That it's to hold the wall for not it to fall, but this doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I clicked off the picture. Let me get back to it real quick. I didn't mean
Yeah, I
to click
think
off.
it's Nicholas Corey that took these pictures because
Okay.
he lives like in the UK. And
I apologize. I thought it was Mark's post. And the UK is where those sandstone rock cut
yeah,
houses are.
he lives near them. He said
Oh, wow.
with the post, and he wanted to go and make a video.
That would be great if he could do that. So this looks like the same type of sandstone, red sandstone, as you see those rock cut carved houses that are just melted brick houses. And so, and even in those rock cut carved sandstone houses, we see tons of pockets of survival all throughout that. Plus we see chimneys in there that look just like this, popping out between everything. Yeah. This is a really good evidence. Also down here, you can see more evidence of the melted brick. You can see the brick lines here. You can see how they were starting to go vertical and sliding sideways and stuff. And then you can see the heat striation lines right here. These are not pickaxe marks. Nobody picked this out right here. All right. Now, also in this picture right here, I want you to pay attention to this little melted brick. You can see how it was melting and sliding down over itself. When you start to examine these rocks closer and larger outcroppings, you see the heat damage, the heat expansion holes. You could also see them melting over each other, spilling over onto the next big boulder below it or whatever like that. I see that all over Mount Shiha. I wish I could find something like this at Shiha. That would really, really be good. But this picture just blew my mind away. I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over here. So here we have this whole wall right here, right? Now this looks new constructed here, like maybe they tried to make it look rustic or something here. I'm not sure about this part of the wall, but you can see how it goes right up here into this one here. And here you can make out the brick lines. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. Look at this. You can see the brick line pattern in the wall. So this is not natural. This was actually a brick wall. And like I said, I'm not sure about this here next to it.
No, I don't think so.
Right. But as you go up here, you can see this layering effect right here where it seems to broke away and there's another layer and then another layer and another layer. We see this all over the star forts in many different locations where you actually can see the brick and it's in really good condition. And you see that it's layer after layer after layer after layer of brick. And then it just runs right up into all this. Now, I'm not sure if this is new or old or not, if they rebuilt on top of all this muffed up melted stuff. But what's definitely in the middle here is all melted wall.
Yeah, it looks like they refurbish the top part. You can see there's two different kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this one, I don't know here. You can kind of see stuff behind all these vines and everything. Looks very bricky looking. Again, you always have those parallel running lines. There are horizontal parallel running lines that seem to run through everything. They just want to tell you they're sedimentary layers because that's the only thing they can come up with. And when you're told these type of narratives from the very beginning and never given another explanation, that first impression, that first statement sticks with you all your life. You never look at it as anything else until somebody like, me or Shapu or somebody comes along, starts pointing this stuff out to you. All right, let's see what we got here. I think there's some more pockets of survival here and here somewhere. Look at this. See, this is the kind of stuff you see on the sides of the road, when you have a trained eye like we do and we're riding past this stuff, it's like, holy crap, I got to pull over. I got to turn around and go back to that location.
Yeah.
You can see some stuff up in here. It's kind of tucked away, hidden away. This looks like it's starting to melt down over itself right here. A lot of foliage, though, on this one. All right. Oh, look at this. There's similar wall like this up at Mount Shiha. Now, guys, I've talked about the brick indents before. And you'll find these even in what they call volcanoes. See how it indents on itself. Instead of melting out, it seems to melt inward or something, and you're left with like an indentation of where a brick was. Sometimes they're kind of warped out of shape, but you can still make out that it's a brick indent.
Or maybe just a piece fell off and...
Yeah, it could have fallen off and out or melted in, but these brick indentation things is definitely a result of the X Factor event for sure.
So what's this rock? You know,
I don't know
they couldn't make it straight at the bottom. Take it out.
Yeah, it's perfect right here. But look at this.
Yeah.
Here you have the brick, right? And then you have another one that's all muffed up and barely hanging on right here, and then it goes right into the rock. I mean, like the transition, there's no transition.
No, even on
the
top,
same thing.
even the top part at the end of the rock, you can see that there's a little bit of, right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even in here, you can see it again right through here, too.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And clearly this thing goes up. It looks like there's some tears going up in here. If you could clear away the foliage and get a better look, you'd probably find a lot of anomalous stuff up in there as well. Probably wintertime when all that stuff's dead. It's a better time to go look at it. Oh, look at this. Now imagine this underwater right here. What you're seeing right here. They would just say this is just some natural coral reef looking thing or something. Swish. Little fish would be swimming around it. Little eels and stuff be all up in these holes. Oh, yep. Again, you can still see the parallel running bricklayer lines. They're just squishing down on themselves. It's so cooked out. It's really good images here. Very nice and clear.
Yeah.
Again, though, the geologist, if you can't make out any significant patterns or anything like that, the geologists will say, oh, it's just a natural outcropping of a wall. You know, that's all this is. It's nothing. But once you start getting bricks in there, so they'll say, oh, it's some ancient civilization. They tried to build a wall. This is interesting. This here looks original. I don't know what's going on with these bricks down here, but these ones look original. Right here around this lintel and then over to here. England has got some crazy stuff going on underground. That's all I got to say. I've been watching these tunnel videos and these cave videos and these supposed mine videos.
Yeah, there's so much.
Yeah, England's like one big giant building.
Yeah. I've sent one today. Did you see it? Do you have time to look at it? The one I sent you today?
I'm not sure if I looked at it. I have to go back and see. I looked at a few different things.
That's crazy.
We'll bring that up next after these pictures if you want.
Yeah.
That sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that one building there. You're talking about that melted building with the other things around it?
Oh, no, it was a video of someone going into, they say it's a mine, but...
Okay, yeah, we'll bring that up next.
Yeah, he posted the video just today, too, so...
But they're telling us they're mines. I don't think they're mines. I think that they're parts of these buildings. I think they're mining the building, getting out whatever they can still use and reutilize today. But they're going in and this stuff's, I mean, the melted brick is everywhere. So where did Meltology start? Okay, so there was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there was a guy named Jerry DeCamp. He used to go under the name Subphotonic on YouTube. And then he got shut down, and then his name was When the Buildings Cried, and I think he has When the Buildings Cried 2.0. I don't know what he's still doing today or whatever. But one day, Jerry, who is a home inspector, at least was at the time, and I don't know how many years ago this was. I'll probably say like 4 years ago, round it off, was doing some home inspecting. And he had to go down into the basements of these houses, and he was seeing a lot of things that didn't make sense, especially with the age of the houses and what work had already been done in these basement areas. And he was seeing stuff like this, where the wall seemed to go right into like this brick that was melted and stuff. Then he started to see this more and more in many of the different houses that he would visit to do home inspections that were older homes. And then he started seeing it on the outside of the houses as well, even on the walkways and pathways to some of these older houses that he would have to go to. So he started to get familiarized with the different levels of heat damage because he was witnessing it. Once you follow it along, you can see what's going on, piece it all together. And then he started looking at other things and went back and re-examined some other stuff. He really pioneered this whole thing, even though he's kind of on the crazy side and nobody really bothers with him anymore. He saw something. And, just like somebody whoever figured out the flat earth and brought that out to us and everything, I just like to reiterate this kind of stuff. We might look at these people as nut jobs now, they kind of went off the deep end, but they saw something and they brought it to the forefront. And I can see it now too. I can totally see it. I can't believe I never saw it before. It's like flat earth. Again, here's where it's going all wonky and sideways. It starts to look like those heat striations and stuff. And what's amazing about this is the more eyes you get on it, the more you figure out, the more you get a better perspective when you have more people looking at it and seeing different, noticing different apertures and things like when different windows look like they've closed up on themselves. I couldn't explain that in the beginning. It wasn't until I heard like Fervent Heat and a couple people on Spartan Red's channel, and I think even John Levy mentioned it, where the interior of the building's melting down faster than the outside of the building. This is why you're getting an interior rock curtain instead of the exterior rock curtaining, and that's what's closing these windows and doorways up. Zoom out of this. Close this out. All right, Chico.
Yeah, and there's even more and more people coming to this realization that they are melted buildings. Because Mark just showed on Spartan Red tonight some footage from a new member, Ontario Sasquatch, and she has made a nice video footage of her area, and there's undeniable evidence there. And she sent me some of her videos, but I will probably just show it to you sometime. And I asked her because she wants to make a channel about the melted buildings, and I say, when you get your channel, maybe we can bring you on in the show. And she said a thumbs up. So
absolutely, I love it. I love that more and more people are seeing it. They're taking the initiative to go out into their areas and look at this stuff. It totally explains all the weird stuff people see out in the woods. Weird melted steps and walkways and random walls peeking out of vegetation and stuff that people are like, what the hell is this doing here? I actually remember a long time ago, it was a Rob Skiba video. I forget what it was about exactly. He had some drone footage. He said he was using his drone or something. And this is right when I learned about melted buildings too. This is how long, a few years ago. And he has his drone up there, and all of a sudden he's like, look at this wall. Like it was a pretty high brick wall just tucked away in all this woods and stuff. Like, he's like, what the hell is that doing there? We didn't use hell, but he was like, what is that? Like, why is that there? And I'm like, dude, it's a melted building. I'm yelling in the background. But all this stuff makes so much more sense now when you get this like for me, it makes sense why they didn't go to the moon. I always knew they didn't go to the moon. I couldn't figure out why they didn't go to the moon. Whatever, they couldn't make it. They didn't have the technology. But no, once you come on the flat Earth, it makes complete sense why they didn't go to the fucking moon. When I see all this stuff now, all of it makes complete sense once you've come upon the whole Meltology and the X factor of it. It all makes sense now. It was the missing piece to our puzzle. All right, Shapu, you want to bring up that video that you were just talking about that you sent to me earlier? Asked me if I saw it.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared, but
No, take your time. We're in no hurry. Let me get this chat back up again. We got 25 people here now. What's up, Quantum Meltology? Mandy Man, Jen, Nicola, 841. Welcome. That's a new name. What's up, Juan? John Wayne's in the house. We got Ryan, RT, Mark Wantroba. Steve Fennerin is here. Deborah the Red Brick Chick. All right. Let's get this screen share going here in just a minute. Yeah, I'll have to look at this Sasquatch video. That sounds really interesting.
yeah, I don't know if she has the video on her channel, because when she sent me the video, they were unlisted. So I will have to share it to you. But Mark showed some footage on tonight's Spartan Red show.
Mm-hmm.
So, am I on right now?
Yep, we're going. You're on. This looks interesting.
Yeah, I didn't. It's an hour long, so we will probably just skip some parts of it.
Okay. I love the drone footage stuff.
But this is just they're gonna show you where they're going to go investigate.
Wow.
But you will see that there's like a remain of a star fort, and I think this is where they're going to be going in.
Wow.
Right here, you can see.
Oh yeah, look at that. You can see it there. Definitely Star Fort-ish.
Yeah. I just wanted to show him.
It looked like they had a little, or I should say, a big obelisk monument there at one part.
Yeah, you can see it. Just what right before.
Yeah. A little bit back further.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how new that thing is, but I do have a thing we're going to look at that looks like a whole thing of pictures of melted obelisks.
Right here.
So there it is. That's a big one.
Yeah. So just because he's blocking, because it's a fanned off area and they're not supposed to be there.
Gotcha.
So they're just
Okay.
trying to find. I don't know if you know about
the champagne tunnels.
exploring with Fighters channel.
No.
No, but this guy has another channel, and it's called
Right, so the torch some.
The Secret Vault.
Can you mute him so we?
Yeah.
We'll mute him. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, the entrance is well hidden.
So they're going into a tunnel system or the Star Fort. What is it?
But I think it's connected to the Star Fort. But you will see that everything is connected, Jen.
Right.
The Star Fort, and maybe in the mountain, and the coastal mountain that we just saw.
Right. Right.
Probably was all the remain of this big building. But there's particular parts that I wanted to show you.
Mm-hmm.
This is just normal, like we see in every bunker. everywhere. You can see that. So they make an hour-long run to into this, but they go down and
They
down.
go down and down. Yeah. Deeper
Yeah,
and deeper.
there's even a part there. There's a train again. You know,
Oh,
these train tracks are really deep,
wow.
and there's been
See,
like,
look how cooked out this brick is. Look at it. It's not even red. It's black brick, gray
yeah,
brick
I
now.
think they lit up some fires in there to destroy things, because you will see later that everything is burnt everywhere.
Huh.
So they add like a pile of wood, and they walk up on these burnt out pile of woods.
Interesting.
Yeah, but you can see that they try to block off a lot of parts. And you will see that they go through all that people just punch through the walls, the brick walls.
Huh.
Because you can see like this one,
Oh, yeah.
it was all blood. And somebody came and blocked all these entrances.
Wow, this place must be massive.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's why I'm gonna just go through it really fast. But you can see here all the bricks.
Oh, yeah.
One part that you will like, it's that you will see that it is not pickaxe mark, because they are like everywhere and in every inch of the wall. You can really
Good
see
old
that it's all melted.
pickaxe marks.
No. So they go to a lot of parts, and sometimes the wall is just, there's an opening on the top, and sometimes at the bottom, and they go through. So
Huh.
I will take I will share it, the link in the chat.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'd love to go explore something like this.
Yeah, you see here they have to go under the wall to go behind it,
Oh, yeah.
but you can see that there's passageway. It's all bricked up.
Yep, carbon 14's cooked out of it. Goes gray.
And
Call
there's
it
even,
dead brick.
yeah, there's even at one point they see there's a, like, they're walking on the floor, and they go
Look at
and yeah,
the steps look melted.
exactly. This guy, I've probably seen him in other cave and exploration video.
Mm.
He makes a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have seen him before.
One of my favorite videos, he's the one with exploring with fighters.
Wow, look at that. That's all cooked out brick above them right there.
Yeah. So they're going down, they're going down.
Wow.
I'll just skip, because we can listen to it an hour full, and it's so slow. And
It looks like the mines we were in.
yeah. The title is Secret the Government Tunnel. So they have passed through this wall, and they go into this chamber, but there's an opening still, So,
Wow.
because there are multiple entrances at multiple stages.
Look at all that brick.
Yeah, there's even a small patch still left there. Here,
Yeah.
you know, these were all arches. You know, all this. There's no need to put bricks there. But,
And this is in, where's this located again?
this is in Dover in the UK, I guess.
Okay, yeah, Dover. Gotcha.
Look like they have to climb up this wall to go because they have blocked this section. It's just crazy. Another maybe block section, or caved in. No, block.
Oh, yeah. Wow, this place goes on and on.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is this the part that they found the underground? No. Because they're walking on the floor and they arrive at this. There's a hole in the ground and they go there and you can see there's another tunnel down there,
Wow.
all bricked up underneath their feet.
Wow.
Another one. Block. You can see.
You know, some people like to say watching videos is not research.
Yeah, well, I can see more things that these guys that are there can see right now, you know, because
Exactly.
they are just focused on going through and looking. But if you can just pause it and look it back, they probably didn't see this thing there. What is this, you know?
Yeah.
And probably not see this line going. I talked about this, like not the last show, but the one previously, that being on the spot, you've been taken by the not the beauty, but the exploring that you do, that you cannot see everything because
Yeah.
you're busy just going through.
Absolutely. I've looked at my own videos where I am looking for things, and in the videos that I'll rewatch that I've taken up at Chiha, like, oh my gosh, I got that on video and I didn't even notice it when I was filming it, you know?
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. Look, it's all burnt. There was like things burning, and you can see later that even more stuff that they have burnt. Oh. Wait, oh shit.
Don't worry about it. Oh.
What is this? Sorry, there's something that just popped on my screen.
Where'd that come from? We got 31 people here now.
Nice. Luckily here, just this big pile of burnt stuff that they burnt in here.
Huh. Is that what that is there? A pile of stuff that's burnt?
Yeah, you can see here that this is all burnt. You can see here, look.
Uh-huh. That's like an office chair.
It's an office chair.
Wow.
Who brings it? Yeah. You can see that this wall it's new. It's been turned off. Yeah. Now this is the place. You can see that they're walking on this ground. That's all. But you will go in. Oh, there's a hole there. Or what? You'll see that. It's all brick. It's another tunnel, all bricked up.
Oh, wow. Yeah, even the ceiling, guys. Look at how muffed up the ceiling is here. That's all brick.
Yeah, they were walking on it previously. So,
Wow.
and if you can hear them, and he says, this is all bricked up. It's another tunnel underneath us. Yeah.
I know.
So I'll bring just to the part. Look at these arches, all cooked.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
That looks just like what we saw in one of the mines where it splits off to 2 tunnels.
Yeah. 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 And he says there's another pathway that goes around this one.
Right.
It's not the
Wow.
same place. Yeah? It's 2 places. He found a door to a door, and there's light. There's another place that they can go out.
This place is incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know how these guys don't get lost down here. I'm telling you, some of these explorers, when they go into
Yeah,
these mines,
this guy is he knows this place because he says to the people, go there, not go there. This place goes to this. This is the one that he knows, but if you go there first time, you probably get lost.
wow, yeah.
There's so many tunnels, but I think it's behind this that I wanted to show you. Like this, Jen. This is
Yes.
not pickaxe marks.
Oh, yeah, I could see it.
It
Yeah, I
was
see it all
written
right there on the wall.
yeah,
Yep.
and it's everywhere.
Heat striations, guys.
Oh yeah. Look at the pattern. No, nobody pickaxe these walls for sure.
Wow, look at that, guys. You see these same striations in Darren Kuyu and
Like even the top.
Wow, look at that. That's really good evidence. Look at that. That's all heat damage, guys. What are they going to do? Tell you they pickaxed it every which way but loose? I mean,
I don't think they talked about the pickaxe. So I don't know what they mentioned.
right. But I mean, even if it was an explanation, the scientists are trying to give, or archaeologists or whatever, it's just you're going to pickaxe it in all these different ways and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. So they're leaving out now. Is that an exit right there up in front of them?
Yeah, there's an exit right there.
Huh.
But that's not where they're going right now. But they will go check it out, and it's like
Again, look at these walls.
yeah, you can see that they were like brick walls. Yeah. Yeah, just another wall that was fended off, and someone just punched a hole, and they gonna go through it.
Yeah, that's newer for sure.
Yeah. So this is a government place, so they know what's in there. So they block all these places, and all these mines have blocked, passage.
All right, I have to go down and call my cat real quick. You keep going with this. I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, we'll still be looking at this video. Yeah, look at this place. Just crazy people. So they have blocked this part, so people don't go there. Probably a lot of evidence of the old world. And you can see they tried to destroy it, maybe. You can see bricks, blocks of bricks. And even this looks like a dome structure that was broken, like a rotunda or something like that. What time is it? I'll show Jen when she comes back. 42. Hi, Heather. It was a last-minute stream. I was about to go outside, take a walk, and just Jen send me the link. We're going on live, so here we are. Again, can see there was a covering of something or bricks. And there's even a train that's gonna go past.
Okay, I'm back.
I wanted to show you this because when I saw this, I thought it was like an old rotunda with like a dome structure right there. You
Oh,
see?
yeah. Yeah, wow.
So did you find your cat?
Oh, he's out there bird hunting, I think. He brought home another baby bird earlier.
Oh.
Dead on my patio, yeah. It's
It's
all the birds are, they're hatching now out of their eggs and stuff, and this is when he bird hunts. He ate a baby bird in my living room the other day.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I was leaving the house. I told my husband, I said, he's running in the house with something in his mouth. And when I came back in, he had it on the floor in the living room. And just as I was about to tell my husband to pick it up and get rid of it, my cat started gnawing on it. And 5 minutes later, it was gone.
Oh, my.
Yeah, he's bird hunting.
I remember one time when he came in with a chipmunk in your house, and the chipmunk was running away. Was it?
Oh, yeah. I've had everything in here. I watched him eat a fucking squirrel in my living room one day. I called my husband and I'm like, he's eating a squirrel in the living room. And he's like, take a picture of it and send it to me. By the time he said those words, there was only the tail hanging out of my cat's mouth.
Oh, my God.
And he brought in a full grown bird, took it right up to my bedroom. Now you're probably thinking, well, how does your cat get in and out of your house with all this stuff? I don't have a screen door on my on the one side of my living room. I have a door that's like a French door. And then, it opens up and I have a screen hanging down that keeps the bugs out and stuff. It's kind of like a magnetic screen. And the cats are able to go in and out as they please. But he brings stuff home sometimes and runs in with it. And I guess he thinks he's got better control over the situation if he brings it into the house and fucks with it, as opposed to it getting away from him outside. But yeah, I had to get this bird out of the house. I had to get him out of the room. And then I had to get this bird who's freaking out. That's like in the corner of my bedroom, feathers everywhere, trying to get him out the window. It was interesting.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I had a cat once when I was living in the country that used to bring only these yellow nice birds to the door,
Oh, I went outside one day. It was after a live stream. It was about 2 years ago. And on the step was half of a baby bunny.
Oh.
I didn't know it was a baby bunny at the time because I didn't know exactly what I was even looking at because it was only back end of it. There was no front part of it. It was literally cut in half. And yeah, that was not a pretty sight. couple of flying squirrels. He's brought those home. Of course, they were dead. So I got to examine it and feel what they, there's flying squirrels are small. They're a lot smaller than regular squirrels. And they have the most amazing fur and feeling to them. They're really cool, actually. I didn't even know we had them around here.
Yeah, they're like a rust color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got like a white belly.
Yeah, we got them here too, yeah.
Super soft. Look at all this heat striations. Look at this, guys. They did not pickaxe this thing out. Let's go back. Can you go back a tiny bit to that hallway, the real squared off one that they're coming up to here in just a second. My mother just sneezed. Bless you. Here and here. All right.
Yeah, look at this.
Uh-huh.
This pattern. Yeah.
Exactly. Look at it there. Wow.
How can a pickaxe do this pattern, It's not. Yeah.
And also the way some of the walls are completely edged off and stuff like that. It's a part coming up here in just a second, I think. But there's no way they could carve out a wall like that with these pickaxes to make it these perfect like right angles and stuff.
Yeah. Like this part of the wall.
Yeah, I see that brick right there.
Yeah, probably from the fend off. He just put his hand on it.
Oh, what's this doing here? Okay, like right here, stop. Okay, guys, do you see? They want you to think. I guess I would assume at this point that they pickaxe this out. But do you see how it's got that kind of like concave arched roof on it, and then it's got a straight wall and everything. This just it's all more brick that was already there that is completely cooked out.
I'll try to get it better.
And could have been also the plastering over it as well, because a lot of places we see the plastering, if it doesn't get melted off, it can get cooked out like this as well too. Yeah, this whole section right here, see how perfect it is? They didn't pick their way in here. It would not look this perfect.
Yeah, because when you pickaxe the rock, some parts just fall off.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Fall off in blocks. Yeah. This is the video I sent you. Another part, another block section.
Wow, and that's all heat striations in there as well.
Yeah.
So they don't want you to get to these parts. I guess that's why they're blocking them off and stuff.
Oh yeah.
They don't want you seeing this stuff.
Look at this.
Wow. We have 38 people here. Hey, Heather. Welcome. Aurora Dawn's here. All right. We could skim through this a little bit more, and then I'm going to show the melted obelisks.
It's over yet. So.
Let me see if I can get it to come up here. I sent it to you, didn't I? Melted obelisks? I think I did. Or it's on my wall, one or the other. Let me see here.
So people to the secret vault, go subscribe. They got lots of crazy exploring videos.
Yeah, check that stuff out, guys. Your minds will be blown, especially when you go through the video page and see all this other stuff. I get hooked on it. It's like I can't stop watching it. I wind up going down the rabbit hole and I can't find my way out. All right, I'm going to see if this loads up for me here. Oh, is that a video? I didn't click on that. What the F? All right. Let me go back over here. How is that a video? It's supposed to be pictures, not a video. All right, let me close this one section out, and hopefully this loads for me and we can get into the screen share. I've had really low energy last night and today after the live stream yesterday. Just really low energy, feeling like I'm just hard to get myself motivated today.
Yeah, it's been 2 days for me too. It must be in the air, Jen, because I feel like people are going down in the lies of the media everywhere, and the energy is like crazy.
Yeah. And there's really no reason for me to feel the way I was feeling. I just felt very agitated and anxious and not wanting to do much, just having that fuck it attitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's how I was feeling yesterday.
Can you see this on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I found this picture intriguing. I don't know what you guys think about it. I'm just going to tell you what I think about it. I think, to me, it looks like a giant melted obelisk. Or a giant penis of a giant.
It's called
I'm not sure. It could be one of two things, a melted obelisk or a giant penis. You decide. But it does. It looks like an obelisk. And I've seen other obelisks that are melted. And we're going to look through here. And we can continue on with this with my...
a menhir, it's an obelisk. You know, it's just French for an obelisk.
All right, so here we have some more. They call these standing stones. Now, I'm not saying all of them are obelisks, but I think some of them may have been obelisk-ish, and they've melted during the X Factor event. They call these megalithic structures now and stuff like this, or, you know, ancient people with their standing stones. Here's another one here. This definitely looks like a melted obelisk to me, without a doubt. Hold on. Let's see what's going on with this. These right here, I'm not sure if this is a real picture or not. Again, these could have been obelisks as well that have all melted during the X Factor. And then they have some more intriguing ones down here if I can get this thing to work with me here. Everything's just taking a minute to load for some reason. Oh, I really hate it when it does this stuff. Woo! Okay. It's not, it'll move in and out, but it won't move up and down for me yet. All right. Oh, go with Google. Let's log in with Google. Can we do that? Is it going to do anything for me?
Yeah.
Maybe not. That's what I hate about Pinterest. It's so stupid. But there's a lot of really good pictures here. Like right here, you can see a melted obelisk right that I'm scrolling around right now. And it looks like it fell over a melted obelisk right here. See it? Right here?
Yeah.
All right. Is this thing going to let me load? Let's sign in with this. Okay, like I was saying, guys, this one right here looks like a melted over obelisk. What just happened? Oh, boy. All right. Apparently, it just signed me in because it's taken so slow. I have to wait for it to load again. But yeah, definitely looks like, I can't read what this says if it's Spanish or not, but what the narrative is on this thing. I've seen this picture before, and like I said, I'm just expressing my feeling. Never mind the melted brick wall behind it here, okay? This is a muffed up wall behind it. Oh, look, it says English. Let's see if I can get it to translate to English. So it was in Portuguese. I thought it was Spanish. It was pretty much the same thing. Let's see if it'll go to English for me. I don't know if it will. Everything's just taking so long to load. Oh, here we go. We're getting somewhere. Slowly but surely. I know there's a lot more pictures down here that still have to load. All right, give me 1 second. The phone's ringing, guys. I'm going to go answer it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, must be his husband.
All right, we're going to have to wait a little while. All right, so I got to run through these pictures. I do have to, looks like there's something I'm going to have to do here in a little bit. I apologize about that, guys, but I did get signed in on this. And it did not translate to English for me here. But yeah, I feel like that's a melted obelisk. Here you have one that's, I'm going to scroll back in on this one here. You can see it looks like it's slumped over, melted.
Yeah. You can still see the squareness. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, exactly, Chapeau. And let me go down here. Well, there's the Moai, of course. Can't get away from those guys. They're everywhere. Right, Juan? All right, let's let these pictures load up here. There's more. Okay, here's another one. This one right here. I think I might have showed this one already. Okay, that one right there. So we're like on the fourth obelisk in now. Here's another one. This to me looks like a melted obelisk. I could be completely wrong. I'm just telling you what I think they are. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see if I can close this thing out of the way here. Okay, look at this one here with the goats in the trees. I did a video on this a long time ago. These goats, they climb trees to eat.
Yeah.
They climb up trees and go out on these skinny ass limbs to eat. Do you see this?
Yeah, these are agile. They climb like steep walls. Nobody could. No, yeah.
Okay, more melted obelisks here. Okay, that's the same one on the end, but here's another one right here. And then there's a whole bunch down here. Here's another one right here. There's one. And, well, there's a Moai. Looks like he escaped Easter Island, maybe. Here's another. Now, these could be columns, sure, but I'm just saying they're very obelisk-ish to me. Now, you might see something different. I don't know, but that looks like a melted obelisk to me. I'm just saying. Okay, so we got these ones here. Standing stones. They look like melted obelisks to me. There could have been a ring of obelisks there with a functionality to the grid system. That kind of looks like a melted obelisk as well. I'm sorry about this period thing that was above it right there with the tampon or whatever it was. But again, these look like melted obelisks to me, or definitely was something that was obelisk-ish that is melted down. That's the way I'm seeing it. Do you have any thoughts on this, Chapu, or what you think these things could be, or do you think?
Yeah, they are probably obelisk because, like I said, they call them menhirs. Menhir, I don't know in French because they're French. It's menhir, and menhir means obelisk. So
that's what they call these standing stones, menhirs.
Menhir, yeah. I don't know in English,
okay.
But it's obelisk. Because there's a show in French. I don't know if you know the cartoon Asterix. It's called Asterix.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
There's a guy in there. He's called Obelix, and he's always carrying these giant stone on his back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Here's another one right here in this field. Right there. Here's another one right here. This kid. And it's got the square looking base too, I think, on that one.
Yeah.
Now see, these things could even be like these things, these Toltecs and stuff, and Olmecs or whatever they're called here. Could have been something like this that melted down as well. It's obelisk-ish. Probably had the same functionality on the grid system, not just a temple or some kind of monument type thing to a god or anything like that, but actually have a functionality. Like these standing stones here in France, where they have rows and rows of these things. Somebody said that they were grave markers for giants, even like giant headstones for giants and stuff. I don't know about none of that. But if these are set up on a ley line, which I think that they are, and they already figured out that these standing stones here in France have a resonant frequency to them and give off some type of energy. I don't know if it's a radioactive energy or not, but in its original form, it probably had a major functionality to the grid system in that location. Again, here you got a bunch of obelisk-ish looking things sticking up here that have been melted. And a few more down. I don't know what these stones are with the holes in them. Some people say they could have been ballast stones or anchor stones for giant arcs. That could have been. I don't know. But there they are, right?
Yeah, some kind of a sundial or something.
Here's some more that look like they're obelisk-ish looking type megalithic structures, they call them. Time loop. Here's one that has a hole in it. I mean, that almost looks like a windbreaker on Mauna Loa. I don't know. I don't know why they have the holes in them, what that purpose is. Let me see what this picture is over here. Hold on. What is this? Look at that, Shapu. Look at that building up there. Yeah. On that. Oh, God, where did it just go? Hold on a second. I don't know why
this
it
is
just
in
did that. Okay. I don't know if this is Photoshop.
What? Sorry?
I don't know if this is Photoshopped or not, but this looks like Vesuvius right here. Just look at
this is in Baalbek. Yeah.
This is Baalbek?
Yeah.
Well, we got to look at this place and we need to get it up because look at this fucking building in the center of this crater looking thing here that looks like a volcano. Yeah. Or what they tell us are volcanoes. Look at that. There's a city up there. There's skyscrapers. All right. Let me click on this. This is a clickable one here. All right. Can we click it? Close that part out. See if I can get this to come up. There we go. I mean, that looks very volcano-ish looking. And there's a fucking building right there. I mean, I'm not making it up. It's right there. And y'all seen Vesuvius. Wow. And Herodium. We've shown Herodium, which they admit is a man-made. I don't know what happened here. Why did it just do that? Pinterest is so touchy. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Good. It says Grand Colony of the Arab Castle, Palmyra. Okay. Okay, well, we definitely have to do more investigating into this site. So I'm going to leave this up, and we're definitely going to look more into this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a comparison shot of Vesuvius next to this thing, and maybe even Herodium, because, wow, just look at that, guys. Holy crap. I'm just blown away by this. I can't stop looking at it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've seen like close-up pictures of this place.
I mean, look at how volcano-ish looking at it.
Yeah, down there, there's the Gate of Baal. This is where it is located. Yeah. Yeah,
the Temple of Jupiter's there as well, I think. Yeah, and that's all massive cooked out stuff too. But yeah, we gotta get into this and see if we can get tourism video or drone video or anything of this place. I really want to dive deep into this. This just really, really piqued my interest. Again, it's volcano-ish. It would be nothing for them to drop a bomb, right? Now let's hypothesize here for a minute. Let's speculate that Vesuvius looks something like this, okay? And there was all this stuff left over, right? You drop a bomb on this stuff in the center, and then you throw some fucking concoction down there that pops off stuff that makes it look like a volcano. We've shown that since the 1700s, the late 1700s, they had some type of a concoction that involved metal filings, sulfur, and water, correct?
Yes.
That they could bury or drop down into something, and then 8 to 12 hours later, you got a volcano. That'll take care of the rest of the crap that's in there.
Yeah.
And believe me, look at the stuff on top of it. You don't think there's stuff down in it and all tunnels going in through it and everything? I bet you there is. I bet you there is. So we're going to definitely have to investigate that more. But let me come back over here and come off the screen share.
So Aurora asked, when are we going to check the Swiss Alps? We did check a little bit. We saw, like, maybe we checked 2 videos of the Swiss Alps. You know, the guy was climbing like bricks everywhere. You remember?
Yes, I remember. He was climbing up the side of that mountain thing, and it was all bricks. Yes, we'd have to go back and look for some of that stuff.
Yeah, and I found another video that the guy at the same place found like bombs, remains of bombs up. Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, that sounds like we're going to be doing another show really soon. All right, guys. So I have to get ready to get out of here. Unfortunately, my husband called me, and I have something I have to do for him. So I thought I was going to at least have another half an hour again, just like last night. It was the same exact time, almost an hour and 36 minutes.
I can't show my stuff again.
It's my husband's fault. We're just going to blame it on him. But that means we're going to have a part 3 to this series that should have been one whole long live stream. Everybody complains, oh, your live streams are too long. Well, this one's going to be broken up into 3 parts.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, Shapu's channel link is linked in the description box below. And also, if you'd like to donate to my channel, my links for the Cash App and PayPal are pinned in the chat here. And also, there's more details in the description below if you would like to receive a shirt. Those details are there on how to do that. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here and let it not be said that we stood by and did nothing. I love you, Shapu. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for being here.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Bye.